Hello, now here we go again with people messing around with black students' hair. I just don't understand the fascination with black people's hair because we do have some boss hair, right? And our natural hair is beautiful. And so I just don't understand why these teachers just want to keep on messing with people's hair. But it doesn't just start in the school system. Even on people's job, folks want to touch your hair. Can I touch you? No, you cannot touch my hair. I don't know where your dirty hands been. And stop trying to dehumanize people. But anyway, let's get into this. This is coming from essence.com, and it says a Minnesota teacher cuts black boy's hair without permission. The parents of a 12-year-old boy wants answers after a teacher cut their son's afro at school. Man, I'd be upset if somebody cut my afro without my permission or my child's permission, or took some scissors to it. People just need to leave folks' hair alone. So the parents of a 12-year-old black boy from Minnesota were shocked when he came home from school last week, missing his afro. They learned that his teacher cut his hair without their permission. I'm gonna stop right there for a moment because sometimes people, when they don't know you, they fear you, and they don't know how to, appreciate the natural hair of black people a lot of times, and so, and they think that they have a right to cut your hair and mess with your hair in certain environments. One of them is in the school, and one of them is on your job. One in the job, another, in the school. And so I don't understand why this teacher would take it upon herself. And I'd like to get some more of this story. If there's an update, I'll keep you guys posted and see what was the teacher's reasoning. What did the students say to give this teacher, uh, forcible, permission to do this. So it says when they questioned him, he said, "Are you guys going to be mad?" And we were like, "For what?" He pulls his hat off and goes, "My teacher cut my hair," said Mother Tadao McReynolds. His parents want answers and are upset that no one notified them about the incident. What made her think that it is okay? I'm with you, Mom. What made her think it was okay? If you were going to help my child, why wouldn't you do it the proper way? The common sense way, the helpful way, by getting him some real help, Tato asked. The student's other mother, Dayton McReynolds, said it was actually growing pretty well. He was thinking about all kinds of styles he wanted to do with it. See, you know how we think about it. We dream about these styles when our hair grows a certain length. We dream about how beautiful our hair is gonna be when we get those certain styles, right? So then somebody come along and try to steal our joy and mess with our natural, beautiful Afro wig hair. Okay. So after sharing the story widely online, on an air radio personality told a local news affiliate that in the black community, a person's hair is their crown. And the radio host reached out to barber Big Lou, who showed up with his mobile barber business and fixed the boy's haircut in time for him to get a fresh start at a new school. I would have took my child out of that school too. Okay. So Baker said it's just demoralized him, just take his pride away. And now his hair is being put in a situation where people are dictating how he should look. See, that's another thing. Folks can't dictate how you should look. You can wear your hair the way you want to wear your hair. As long as it's clean, it's not dirty, just stop it. And if they say you can't wear certain colors in your hair, on your job, you can't wear blue and green hair. We understand that. Or maybe at school you can't do that. But they just keep on wanting to mess with black folks' hair. I don't understand it now. So unfortunately, this isn't the first instance. You guys know this is not the first instance of a child receiving a forcible haircut at school. Daily Dot reports that in September of 2021, remember all of the incidents in 2021, I believe 2020 as well, and it even goes back farther than that. And this was that black Indianapolis student allegedly received a forcible haircut from his teacher after other students made fun of his hair. So she cut his hair because it was a distraction to the other students, which they're the ones that should have been held accountable or disciplined or sat down and talked to, not the student that had the hair, because that's just bias and discriminating against, and it really is. And I've had people to say that's not discriminating. Yeah, it is. When you should leave people's hair alone, let them deal with their own hair and how they want to wear their hair. Your hair on your head shouldn't be bothering anybody, and they shouldn't be bothering your hair. So a similar incident also happened in April of that year, in which a school librarian, remember that one? If you remember that, anybody might remember that, allegedly forcibly cut a biracial student hair. And in 2018, a California teacher lost her job and received 6 criminal misdemeanor charges after allegedly pressuring a student into a haircut. So black people's hair has long been politicized since the days of slavery. First used as a way to dehumanize enslaved people when white light black hair for wool in comparison to animals. And then in the 18th century, Louisiana law required black women to cover their hair to avoid tempting white men, perpetuating stereotypes about black women's supposed promiscuity. Let me tell you something. So you are threatened by black women's beautiful natural hair that it attempt white men? Oh, okay. Really? And so they had to cover their hair because white men were infatuated with black women's natural, beautiful hair, is what it's telling me. This is what it sounds like to me. And then it says this is in addition to the pervasive Eurocentric beauty standards, which many feel pressure to comply with to be considered acceptable in the eyes of society, such as straight hair, which is true. You know, Okay, so Washington Post op-ed Wally encapsulated this issue. Hair has been used to project biases about black people. Yes, black people's hairstyles can change, but our hair is a foundational part of who we are physically and culturally. Only by enacting legislation that clearly defines hair as a character worthy of legal protection can we end this pernicious specific form of discrimination. It's like, people just, I'm telling you, there are people out here just so fascinating. You know what, uh, you know, races they are. They're so fascinated with black people's hair. I just don't get it. So anyway, and the Crown Act was passed, and people are still messing around with black folks' hair. Stop it now. And it says the Crown Act creating a respectful and open world for natural hair act has been sent to the Senate. If passed, this bill will provide legal protection for black people and other minorities who face discrimination based on their hair. I'm just appalled at people that just keep wanting to mess around with black people's hair, figure they can do whatever they want to do to black people's hair. And this teacher, hopefully, she really should be charged too. And she should lose her job as far as what I'm thinking about this, because who gave her permission to be touching this young boy's hair? Who gave her permission to be messing around? And why did she even have scissors in this classroom anyway? And she chopped his hair up obviously and messed it up. Now he's gonna have to grow his hair out again. And it's just unbeknownst to me that they just want to keep on messing around with black folks' hair. Leave black people hair alone. If you want some afro, then go buy you a wig, but leave black folks hair alone. So anyway, you guys leave your comments below. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you all.